Often we learn about Africa, and what we hear in the news and through other sources is a picture of great crisis and starvation, hunger, disease, illness, corruption. We don't get a very complete picture of a life or a community in many countries throughout Africa. Something Africans would say they need is access to capacity or access to education. Like I mentioned before, communities do build libraries or schools. If you're a parent, say in Zambia, if you want your children to go to school, then you will need to build the school. You will need to create the bricks, create the building, and then you will hope that books come eventually. And we have since developed to send to 26 different countries throughout sub-Saharan Africa. We only send books written in English. We send kindergarten, children's books, all the way up through post-secondary and college books, medical text, nursing text, law text, and journals. Well, Books for Africa sends very large quantities of books. The smallest amount of books we send are sent in a 20-foot sea container, and that contains between 22 and 25,000 books. We send 3 containers a month, so we estimate we send upwards of 70 to 75,000 books every single month. We do that on a staff of 4 for administration, and we have one 80% time warehouse staff. And I believe last year we sent 1.7 million books. In our total history since 1988, we have sent over 12 million books to 26 different countries. It costs Books for Africa about 38 cents for every book we send. While book donations are always greatly welcome and needed, we always need financial contributions to help those NGO or non-governmental organizations that exist within Africa to raise the funds necessary for shipping. Our books are free because they're donated. The shipping cost it sounds great. It's about $9,500 for one 20-foot sea container, which again, that holds about 25,000 books. So if you think about it, it's much less than $1 a book. So we need help raising those funds to send more books to more groups throughout Africa.
Hi, welcome to Books for Africa, and you are now in the Books for Africa warehouse. And basically, what we do here in the warehouse is we sort and pack books. If you come back here with me, we get books from school districts from around the Midwest, mostly from the Twin Cities metro area for the public schools. And we get secondary and post-secondary books from colleges from all over the country. New York University sends us a lot, and Hamline and MccDrew, and colleges from around the country. And we also get them from publishers, Follett, and from book resellers as well. McGraw-Hill sends us books. And if you look around here, you can see that's what the books look like when they're unsorted. They're rather a mess when they come in, and it's up to us to organize the mess. And basically that's what our volunteers do. The volunteers come down here and we sort and pack books. We sort them into categories: primary, secondary, and post-secondary. Primary being kindergarten through 8th grade, secondary being high school, post-secondary, college. And what we do is we have 3 sections. We have the primary section, and the secondary section, and the post-secondary section. In the primary section, in every section we have categories, just like you'd find at a school or any library. We have general library, which is Dr. Seuss, Captain Underpants, stuff like that. Goosebumps, And then English language skills, social studies, reading textbooks, science, math, and health. We could use a lot more health. And then in the secondary, it's basically the same idea. We have general library, computer and business, social studies, science, math. Vocational sports and hobbies are vocational sports and hobbies. We don't send skiing books or hockey books to Africa for obvious reasons. And then in post-secondary, it's basically, the categories get broken down because it's college and there's more diverse subjects. But what we carry is business and economics, computer science, health and medical, general library, science and engineering. Education theory is in how to teach kids to become teachers. History and political science, religion, reference, geography, English literature, anything you'd find in college, we basically have. We don't take any books that are ethnocentric to the United States here, so we're not going to be sending anything with the flags on it, or anything basically too much about America or American presidents or American government. And basically what we do when we have volunteers come in, we have church groups, we have college kids, we have just about anybody. We have regular volunteers that come in, we have Rotary clubs that come in, and what they do down here is they sort and pack books. They take books out of the Gaylords over here, or out of boxes, and they put them on the carts, and roll around with the carts and put them on the tables. As soon as the tables get high enough, the carts get high enough, tables get high enough, then we go ahead and we pack them. But until then, we just sort. And that's pretty much the whole ball of wax here. We are completely volunteer driven, and we sent 1.6 million books last year, and with 4 paid employees, you can tell that the volunteers are very special to us and that we need them. And that's really all we do down here.